All right, number 14, we have an application. So we have two trucks leave a warehouse at the same time. One truck travels north at an average speed of 48 miles per hour, and the other travels south at an average speed of 46 miles per hour. After how many hours will the two trucks be 470 miles apart? So here is what's going on here. I want to draw a diagram. You do need prior knowledge as far as the distance formula. So here's the scenario. So we have some warehouse. I'm just going to put an X in the middle. And then we have a truck going north, and we have a truck going south. They're going different speeds, so they're going to cover a different mileage. They're going to go different distances. But the main thing that you need to know is that distance is equal to rate times time, or speed times time, however you want to put it. And we want this total distance that they are apart to be 470. And we need to know how long is that going to take. So this truck that's going north is going 48 miles per hour, so speed times time. I don't know the time. It's going 48 miles per hour for some period of time, and it's going to cover some distance. Distance is irrelevant. And then this other truck going southbound is going 46 miles per hour for some amount of time. Since they left at the same time, the time is the same. And we want to know when is that going to be 470. So remember, speed times time equals distance. So when I add these two up, they have to equal this. So we're going to do 48t, one truck's distance that he has traveled, plus the other truck's distance, so the distance that they travel is going to be equal to 470 miles. And so this is what you got. You got speed times time, you got some distance, distance 1, distance 2 equals the total distance. That's what we're looking for. So when I add these two, that's going to give us 94 t is equal to 470, and then we're going to divide by 94, and it's going to give us the time. Divide by 94. So t equals, and I'm just going to use the calculator this time to figure out 470 divided by 94. I'm going to clear, or just second in mode to quit, second quit, and I'm going to do 470 divided by 94. And that gives us 5. So after 5 hours, these two trucks will be 470 miles apart. So t equals 5. The time is 5 hours. Okay, so at this point, you will have passed the assignment, which means you get 100 even if you don't finish. I encourage you to finish because you don't know what type of problems will be on the quiz or the test, so you need to see all of them and try all of them. So we're going to finish up the rest of this assignment. So two brothers, Kevin and Charles, each inherit $49,000. Kevin invests his inheritance in a savings account with an annual return of 1.9%, while Charles invests his inheritance in a CD paying 5.6% annually. How much more money than Kevin does Charles have after 1 year? Okay, so we want to find the difference because we want to know how much more. So the way you find annual interest, okay, interest rate. Number 15. Simple interest. We want to know how much more money. Okay, so I guess we want to know the total. How much more money altogether? So A is the amount of money they will have equals 1, or your principal, P, and then 1 plus your interest rate. Do I want to raise the P? Not compound interest, just simple interest. Rate times time. PRT. Let me write the O formula. P plus interest so the original principal plus the interest that you get. Interest that you get is P principal times the rate times the number of years. So I'm just working backwards because I like to use the simplified formula. So factor out of P, yes, so just RT here. Okay, so this is what I've done. If you want to just find how much interest they get, it's the amount of money times the interest rate times the number of years. T is the time in years. Alright, so they want to know the total amount of money it looks like. So I'm not just finding interest, I'm finding interest and the money. So you add their money with the interest in this formula, or you can just use it all together in one lump sum. This just factors out the P, and you get 1 plus RT. So I'm going to use this formula for both of them to find out how much money Kevin has, how much money Charles has, and I'm going to subtract the P. So I'm going to write K. This is going to be Kevin's money. Kevin is going to be 49,000 times 1 plus his interest rate was 1.9. As a decimal, you're going to move the decimal 2 times to the left, so 1.9%. Convert that to a decimal. It's going to be 0.019. So 0.019 times 1 year. So this is going to tell us how much money he has with interest at the end of 1 year. All right, Charles has pretty much the same 49,001 plus his interest was in a CD, 5.6%. So again, 5.6% as a decimal, 2 times to the left. So it's going to be 0.056. So 0.056 times 1 year. Okay, because we want to know after 1 year. All right, so I'm going to put both of these values in the calculator and get those two numbers. And I guess we could have just done the interest because we're going to be subtracting that 49 from both, and so it'll be the same. But in the context, it looks like I'm going to know total money, so it'll be the same. Whether I do the interest just by itself, I could have just done this part or the whole thing. So I'm going to do 49,000 and then open parentheses. I'm going to do 1 plus 0.019, and then times 1, you don't really need it. I'm just going to leave that part off. So I get this amount of money for Kevin, 49,931. All right, and then there's a shortcut that can recall all this information, so I don't have to retype it. If you hit second and then the enter button, it recalls the last thing you typed in. So all I'm going to do is go back and type over the interest rate because the problem is the same except for the 0.56. I'm going to type 5.6. Mr. 5.5 and then 6. And it saves me a little bit of time. I'm going to hit enter. And Kevin has 51,744. So 51,744. I want to know how much more money he has. Basically, the interest is the difference part. So I'm going to take this value, 51,744, subtract 49,931. So I'm just going to hit minus. What this is doing is recalling the last answer, which is this. I'm going to subtract 49,931. So I get 1,813. So the difference in their money is $1,813.